Now on Nightside, measles has been found in wastewater in Coeur d'Alene. What health officials say you can do to protect your family.
The skies have cleared tonight, but I am tracking the next round of cooler, wetter weather in the first alert forecast.
And an arson suspect has been arrested in Spokane Valley, but police are still searching for another. How you can help in the investigation. You're watching 4 News Now, Nightside. Thanks so much for staying up with us tonight. I'm Derek Dice. You may have noticed some fire engines around Riverfront Park earlier this evening. That's because crews are responding to a call of a man and a dog in need of assistance on the bank of the Spokane River. Chase Corbin says he and his dog, Bobby, were playing fetch when Bobby decided to hop the fence leading down to the river.
I think he saw a bird and he just, crazy dog just went, woo! And I looked over the edge and I couldn't see him. It's just nothing.
Now, Bobby suffered a minor injury to his leg, as you can see here, but he seemed to be in good spirits despite his rough outing. Well, health officials in Idaho are worried about a measles outbreak in Coeur d'Alene. The local wastewater treatment facility says it found measles in 2 separate tests last week. The Idaho Department of Health says it's been expecting and preparing for measles to spread to the state. Cases have already been reported in Washington and Utah. The DOH says the #1 way to protect yourself and others is making sure you're up to date on your measles vaccination.
We know that about 1 in 5 people with measles that get tested and confirmed to have measles end up in the hospital. So it's that 1 in 5 or that 1 in 10 that gets even a more serious complication.
The CDC data says over 90% of measles cases this year were found in people who were not vaccinated or had an unknown vaccination status. Now, nationally, the number of families claiming exemptions for vaccinations is on the rise. But how does our local data measure up? This shows Washington falling right into that national average of about 4% claiming exempt status. But in the state, vaccination rates have declined nearly 3% since 2020. Last year, just under 90% of students in Washington were fully vaccinated. Spokane County was slightly lower than that state average at 87%. Exemptions in Spokane County were well over the state and national averages, as more than 7% of parents claimed one. Local health officials warn that these immunizations protect kids from diseases with real consequences.
Because the vaccines work so well, we rarely see the severe complications of measles in our community, and it becomes a far distant memory. If you choose not to vaccinate your child as well, then they have to be excluded sometimes if there are diseases circulating in the school.
Now, students and families prepare to head back to school in a few weeks. Healthcare professionals and school districts say now is the time to make sure your students' health is protected. Immunization rates recorded by the Washington State Department of Health are available to view online. You can even check the vaccination rate for your own child's school. Just go to KXLY.com to see those numbers mentioned in this story. All right, Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker joins me now for a look at the first alert forecast. And we had a pretty great day today.
Yeah, especially if you were on the golf course, right? Yes, it was a nice day. We did have some showers and thunderstorms regionally, but right here in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, let's go ahead and take a look at that radar and satellite. And you could see the last of those showers and isolated thunderstorms moving out of the region. It is going to be dry overnight as well as tomorrow. Let's take it hour by hour in your Tuesday forecast. 58 degrees at 7 o'clock. We won't have a cloudless sky, in and out of the clouds a little bit, partly cloudy in the morning. We will still be in the 60s at 10 a.m. Noontime, 74 degrees, partly cloudy conditions. Then we'll begin clearing in the afternoon. Temperature still in the 70s at 2 o'clock. We're heading to a high of 82. That's a full 5 degrees below average with partly cloudy conditions. It is going to get even cooler in the forecast, but around the region tomorrow, the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area, temperatures ranging from 81 in Spirit Lake to 86 in Meade, 86 in 9 Mile and Deer Park, 83 in Cheney tomorrow, as well as at Fairchild Air Force Base, and we'll be at 84 in Liberty Lake, Post Falls, and Hayden. Around the region, you'll find temperatures in the 80s throughout the inland northwest. We have one exception in Lewiston, down at 93. And again, these temperatures about 5 degrees below average, but it's going to get cooler before it starts heating up again. I'll be back to tell you about the next round of rain on the way in your first alert forecast, Eric.
Sounds good, Chris. Thank you. Stevens County Emergency Management will be holding a community meeting tomorrow night for people affected by the Lake Spokane fire. That meeting is scheduled for 6 p.m. and will be held by Stevens County Fire District 1 at Fire Station 8. Topics will include Red Cross assistance, wildfire debris removal, and grass seed and replanting programs. If you're looking to get some swimming in this week, you can now head back to AM Cannon Pool. The Aquatic Center is officially open again after it had to close last Thursday when broken glass was found. Workers at the Aquatic Center say they had to drain the pool completely to remove the glass.
The Washington State Cougars enter their second week of fall camp with pads on fully and ready, continuing to push harder less than a month from the start of the regular season. The Cougs' energy remains quite high, flying the balls feverishly on top of plays. Some of the coaching staff says they just love. And not only that, WSU continues fall camp with a strong focus on their wide receiver unit. Head coach Jimmy Rogers and wideout Josh Meredith, the most experienced of the core, they both spoke to the media post-practice on how this group continues to gel together throughout camp.
We did a good job. I believe in this wide receiver group. I believe that they all can have a role in this offense and have success.
The talent in that room is unreal, and the depth is really 4 deep now. I mean, we got a bunch of new young guys that need to get on the trend, but from me all the way to Lando and Mac, like the talent does not differ. It doesn't fall. There's just a bunch of good guys in there, and we're all trying to ball.
The Cougs now turn to the rest of this full week of practice before next Wednesday's media day. Fall camp wraps all up next Friday. That's August 15th. We'll have an update on the Idaho Vandals football fall camp later on in sports, plus a little peek at the new Big Sky basketball schedule out today. Derek, back to you.
All right, Jack, thank you. Well, the woman has been arrested in connection to a string of fires started in Spokane Valley. These pictures from the Spokane County Sheriff's Office show the moment 44-year-old Sarah Beal was detained for arson. Investigators found pillow stuffing and matches in her purse and on the ground where the fires started. Several eyewitness accounts are what led investigators to this arrest. Meanwhile, investigators continue searching for another suspect they believe is starting fires just a few miles away.
There's a lot of people that are working together to try and solve this issue. The biggest thing we'd like from the public if anyone can get us any information. If you can snap a cell phone video or a picture of somebody doing something like that and get a hold of us.
Now, 12 separate fires have been intentionally set in the Boulder Beach area in the past 2 months. While no fires have broken out in the last 2 weeks, fire crews have increased patrols and are continuing to look for the person behind this to prevent any future fires from starting. A house near North Central High School sits boarded up tonight, months after federal agents discovered drugs and guns inside. The May investigation worked to shut down what neighbors called a drug highway here, just hundreds of yards from hundreds of students. In the last few weeks, the city issued a do not enter order while the federal government moves to seize the property. The city says the order was not in response to the investigation, but rather because the house is unsafe to live in.
And there's a boatload of kids who walk to school here. So, yeah, it's nice. It's nice that it's gone.
Neighbor Stephen McCormick lives across the street and worries about squatters in the winter and fire risks in an empty house. The timeline for federal seizure remains unclear, but neighbors celebrate knowing the drug activity won't be returning to their block. In news out of Montana now, police are still searching for 45-year-old Michael Brown, who they believe killed 4 people in Anaconda last Friday. The shooting happened at the Owl Bar at around 10:30 in the morning. The bartender at the Owl Bar, 64-year-old Nancy Kelly, died in that shooting along with 3 patrons, 59-year-old Daniel Bailey, 70-year-old David Leach, and 74-year-old Tony Palm. Authorities say Brown is an Army veteran who served in Iraq and was in the Montana National Guard for almost 3 years until 2009. He lived next door to the Owl Bar, and police say he would have had time to change and take a car before disappearing into the woods following that shooting.
We believe he's on foot somewhere in the mountains, in the deep cover in the area. But we've got assets in the air. We're looking for him with infrared.
Now, police are searching for Brown in western Montana. They say he should be considered armed and dangerous. If you believe you see him, call 911. There's a $7,500 reward for any information leading to his arrest. All right, still ahead, tips on how to save money this back-to-school season and what strategies financial experts recommend when it comes to saving for retirement.
Pick of the night tonight is from our friend Carol Ellis in Meade, and a little crab spider enjoying the flowers at Carol's house. And I have this photo posted, plus a lot of information about this type of spider from Carol on my Facebook page. You can check it out. Thank you, Carol. I'll be back with your 7-day forecast.
Download the KXLY Plus app on your connected TV.
4 News Now is brought to you by Summit Cancer Centers.
Wildfire season is here, and a spark could quickly turn into an inferno. Protect what matters most with meteorologist Matt Gray.
We're not just forecasting, we're giving you the time you need to keep your home and family safe.
The First Alert Weather Team, only on 4 News Now.
Is it time to update your living spaces? Don't overspend at the big box store. Come see us at Consign Furniture and browse the largest selection of like-new consignment furniture in Liberty Lake. Visit us online or stop by today. Consign Furniture. It's the smart way to buy.
Form or function?
Should we push the timeline?
Will it hold?
Should we outsource?
What do you think?
Do you engineer it to work? Or design it to move? Give them what they want.
It needs to be taller, faster,
even cheaper.
Or take things to new places. You've got to build the right team. No, that's the one. Revise it, redo it, develop it. Keep pushing until it's right.
Introducing the business card that gives back all you put in. The new Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business.
Win and save with Lucky Number Tuesday at Weimart. Just by matching your ending number, you can win jerky from Oberto and Bavarian meats. Plus, save with Tuesday-only pricing and buy either for just $2.99. Win and save on Lucky Number Tuesday only at Weimart.
The Tire Store for auto repairs, tires, and wheels. At the Tire Store, they'll let you split up your repair bill over a couple months. Get your car fixed today. ASE certified, and you can start an account with no credit check. Tire Store.
Spring is in the air. If you're considering updating your living spaces, let our team do all the heavy lifting. We will pick up and sell your like-new consignment furniture.
Consign Furniture. It's the easy way to sell, smart way to buy.
Goodbye, everybody. I'm out of here.
Kimmel's out.
Hey, if you need me on set, I'm available.
And your favorite guest hosts are in.
This is a big deal.
All summer long.
So let's party.
Jimmy Kimmel Live with summer guest hosts. Weeknights on ABC.
4 News Now is brought to you by Shriners Children's Hospitals.
All right, welcome back. The 14th annual Gleason Classic Golf Tournament took place today at the Kalispell Golf and Country Club. Golfers and friends of Gonzaga Prep, WSU, and New Orleans Saints great Steve Gleason came together to raise money to support Team Gleason, his organization that helps people living with ALS. I had the opportunity to go out and hit the links. That's me with one of my only decent drives of the day before emceeing the fundraising dinner for the event tonight. Now, the previous 13 tournaments had raised more than $5 million, and I'm proud to say another $500,000 was raised for Team Gleason tonight in an amazing show of support. And you can tell by just looking at that video, it was a really great day today with just a nice summer day, not too hot. But yeah,
that must have gotten people in the mood to write those checks. It's a beautiful day. Might as well. Yeah, not too hot. Those clouds actually fairly welcome. And if you are a fan of cooler weather, we have more of that in the forecast. Let's take a look at our current conditions. Skies have cleared today. It's 68 in Spokane, 67 degrees in Coeur d'Alene. 4 things to know about your weather. Partly sunny skies on Tuesday. We'll see more sun the second part of the day, and then we get into the showers and the 70s on Wednesday and Thursday. Thursday, the possibility of some thunderstorms, and then we're heading into a sunny weekend. Hot to warm. Not really hot, but we'll be back up around average. Here's a look at our weather pattern, what we have going on now. One area of low pressure moving out of the region, and we'll have high pressure building in briefly for tomorrow. But we're watching this area of low pressure dropping down out of the Gulf of Alaska. Here's Wednesday at 6 o'clock, and you can see those showers around the region already moving in. And as this system lands right over the inland northwest Thursday, we will see more wet weather as well as that possibility of some thunderstorms. And the good news with this system is it does look like it has the potential of bringing some beneficial rains along with it. Now, if you are in the middle of wheat harvest, this is not, well, first of all, you're probably sound asleep, but this is not necessarily the best news. But in terms of fire danger, a nice rain would be very, very welcome. This is just an early estimate on some of the precipitation totals, may even get more depending, but more than just a sprinkle or two. And as I mentioned, it is also coming along with some cooler weather. Now, tomorrow we are going to be running below average, 82, but then we drop down into the 70s for Wednesday and Thursday before we start warming back up again. Saturday, 86, on our way to a high of 91 on Monday. This white line, our average high, peaked at 87 last month. It's going to stay at 87 for 2 more days, and then it starts to drop slowly at first, and then a free fall once we get into late September and October. But let's talk about 90s first. Climatologists, meteorologists, one of the ways they assess how hot a summer has been is how many 90-degree or higher days we have had. So far, we have had 12, none in May, we averaged 1, 3 in June, we averaged 2, so back to even, 9 in July, that's exactly what we had, and 8 in August. There's 1 in the forecast, but there may be more beyond. And then we do have that chance of wet weather Wednesday, especially Wednesday night and into Thursday, drying out for a nice summer weekend. We don't have many summer weekends left. And there's that 91-degree day on Monday. A little something for everyone there, Derek.
Yeah, and you're right, too. Those summer weekends are going fast. All right, back to school season is quickly approaching for us here in the inland Northwest, and some parents may already be putting their shopping lists together. For some tips on how to save on back to school shopping, here's ABC's Melissa Adon.
As summer vacation turns the corner, soon classrooms will be filled with students. And now is the time for back to school shopping. Although consumers may be concerned about higher prices this year, shopping expert and mom Trey Bodge says having a good strategy can help you save.
First of all, take inventory, and it seems so obvious, but so many parents that I talk to don't do this. Go through the backpack, see if there are supplies that can be reused, maybe give the backpack a good wash, have the kids try on all their clothes. You just have to make it fun for them, have them give you a fashion show, and then really get a sense of what they need.
Back to school sales are underway with deals at retailers like Target, Walmart, and Amazon.
Instacart has something called Deal Week, which is August 11th through the 17th, where you can get a free lunch essential item every single day. Plus, from the 11th through September 2nd, you can get an exclusive 20% off at certain retailers, including Staples and Container Store.
Shopping secondhand can help save money on new-to-you clothes.
If you've got teens and tweens, they may resist this, but what I would suggest is show them what your budget is, take them to, say, a Goodwill or a Salvation Army, and show them how far that budget can go. It can go a long way if you're buying secondhand, and then maybe you buy a few new things as well.
And if you give your kids some power over their back-to-school shopping, you may be surprised by what smart shoppers they are.
So what I like to do is give them a gift card and let them shop for themselves. When they are shopping with their money versus your money, they will be so much more careful.
Melissa Adon, ABC News, Los Angeles.
And in today's Money Saving Monday, we're all looking for ways to save a little money. Financial experts say if you want to retire, be aggressive with your savings in your 20s and 30s. And if you're offered a match from your employer, make sure you get that free money. Martha Preston with OB Credit Union says you should think about placing savings in different buckets that all have different tax strategies. That can include a 401k, a traditional IRA, Roth IRA, or investing in real estate. So who would want a Roth IRA?
Somebody who is younger, because you're more likely to be in a lower tax bracket today than you are in the future. Or if you're somebody that believes that tax rates are going to go up in the future, you may want to choose to pay the taxes now.
10 to 15% of your paycheck is a general rule of thumb for retirement savings. That may seem like a lot, but if you can start with maybe 3% and add 1% each year, that's still a pretty good start. For more Money Saving Monday stories, you can check out our website, KXOY.com. All right, still to come, the costs of owning and caring for a pet are on the rise. What you can do to save, next on Nightside.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Warner Music Nashville's multi-platinum star Gabby Barrett continues to be an unstoppable force in country music and will be live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino on Thursday, August 14th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
My feet hurt so bad in the morning, I couldn't even put my feet on the floor. So I had to start engineering my own arch support. So I got that, then I put this in there, this one. Finally, before I added another one of these in, I went to Good Feet, and they gave me this. So I built all this together to engineer a solution to my pain. And if I'd have just gone to Good Feet, I'd have been better off in the first place.
Good Feet Arch Supports, engineered for pain relief, personally fitted for you.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford crew.
It's summer event time, Sam. Great time to buy.
A Ford F-Series truck.
Take your pick. Gas, all-electric, hybrid, and diesel. With impressive towing capability for any size to-do list. Like building a house.
A 2-story brick colonial.
Or hauling that boat to the lake.
What?
That's actually on my to-do list.
Oh.
Lease a 2025 F-150 XTX Super Crew 4x4 for $349 a month for 36 months. Only at your local Ford dealer.
With heat like this, air conditioning's a necessity. Bill's Heating and AC can get you the relief you want with the urgency you need. We offer free same-day estimates and next-day installation. Plus, all our new equipment comes with a low price guarantee. So call Bill's Heating and AC today and take advantage of our 0% for 5 years promotional financing.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Tin Roof.
Welcome back to Nightside. Around the nation, the costs associated with owning a pet have been climbing. CNN's Jen Sullivan has the tips on how to lower those pet care costs.
At the animal care centers of NYC in Manhattan, crates line the hallways as the shelter is overcrowded with animals who desperately need a home.
We'd never turn away an animal.
Katie Hansen, the shelter's director of marketing and communication, says they're able to handle about 500 animals, but right now they have over 1,000. Some are able to stay with foster families.
It's been really tough.
She says shelters in the area have been inundated with animals as pet owners say they simply can't afford their pets.
This is really an affordability crisis.
The overcrowding is a crisis happening at shelters around the country, many posting about it on social media, hoping to help animals find a forever home. The high cost of vet bills is also burdening pet owners. The American Veterinary Medical Association says the rising cost of medical supplies, utilities, and pharmaceuticals is causing vets to charge more. But there are things pet owners can do to lower care costs.
If you start them on pet health insurance when they're young and you carry it through their life, that pet health insurance will help you if a catastrophic event happens.
Dr. Michael Bailey says car accidents and swallowing something they shouldn't have eaten are two of the biggest reasons for vet emergency visits. He says make sure your dog is always harnessed in the car. And keeping up with vaccines and preventative medication like heartworm can help their health in the long run.
Once they get it, it can not only be long and expensive, but it can shorten their life.
Ask your vet about payment options, and there are financial assistance programs out there. You can find information about it on the AVMA's website. For Consumer Watch, I'm Jen Sullivan.
All right, now for our top trending stories in the 4 News Now story tracker. At number 3, a fatal crash in Moses Lake this evening has closed Road 4 Northeast near the links at Moses Point Golf Course. That's according to the Grant County Sheriff's Office. There is no estimated time for when it might reopen. At number 2, the Spokane River will be dyed red tomorrow for an environmental study. The county says the dye poses no environmental or health risks, though. And at number 1, a new tiny home village is coming to the West Hills neighborhood, but some people oppose the project, saying its proximity to a sober living community could be a trigger. You can find each of these stories and more at KXLY.com. All right, both Washington State and Idaho began week 2 of fall football camp on the Palouse today.
Only 26 more days until the two face off in Pullman. We are counting, and we caught up with both teams, check in on how the practices keep heating up, including the first padded practice for the Cougs today.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
4 News Now is brought to you by Wendell Motors.
Marty, I dreamed that you were hosting Match Game. Can you imagine?
No, I am hosting Match Game.
Wednesday, everybody's joining Martin Short for an all-new Match Game.
Can I buy a vowel?
Wrong show, Tom. It's the one where stars fill in the blanks.
Brazier. I said fart.
They're dirtier than I thought.
Now you got it.
Only a fool would miss something like that.
Don't miss Match Game. New Wednesday on ABC and stream on Hulu.
I'm writing a list of the best reasons to call the advocates.
You get a team dedicated for your case.
Right.
We'll fight hard to get you the very best result.
Also good.
Well, let's see your list.
I think I captured it.
Great list.
My name is Joyce Prather, but I go by Joy. My husband and I moved to Orchard Crest just from my daughter's house. When we walked in, I said, oh, this is it, because it was so beautifully decorated. The people here are amazing. The staff is amazing. Everything that we were hoping for turned out to be what we got. If somebody walked up to me and asked about Orchard Crest, yes, I would certainly tell them to come here.
The legendary Omac Stampede is back for its 91st year. 4 big PRCA rodeo performances, 70 food and merchant vendors, along with a Native American encampment, carnival, and grand parade. Plus heart-pounding runs of the world-famous suicide race. A weekend of Western entertainment for the entire family, August 7th through 10th. For tickets, go to omacstampede.org or call 800-933-6625.
The advocates have advice for people injured in a car crash.
Yeah, call us first.
Hurt by a semi-truck?
Call us first.
Injured motorcyclist?
Call us first.
We'll work hard for you. And one more thing.
What?
Call us first.
Injured? You deserve an advocate.
The Idaho Vandals enter day 3 of practice with shell pads on, all leading up to their first scrimmage in 2 days with the new look Vandals. So these Vandals also got to work. Idaho looking to improve this week on the defensive side after new head coach Tom Ford said last week had a bit of an edge to the offense. Now, week 2 began with a more solid depth chart and better energy. And Coach Ford spoke to us about the increased intensity and positive notes today's camp day had in store for Idaho.
The progress overall has been very good. I think we're right where we want to be, but got to just keep on chucking away and get better. But I thought it was good. You know, we want to be a physical team. That's our number one thing in terms of our identity on the field. And so I think what you're seeing in pads is guys taking that to heart and really working their butts off to try to be a physical football team.
Vandals have a scrimmage this Wednesday before a shorter week of open practices next week, and that final stretch heading with a second scrimmage on August 19th. And we can look ahead to the start of the season on August 30th. Of course, Vandals up against those Washington State Cougars. Vandals coming into the FCS polls ranked at number 12. Idaho is 4th among 6 ranked Big Sky schools, which includes number 2 Montana State Bobcats, number 7 Montana Grizzlies, and number 8 UC Davis Aggies. That's all, of course, in the top 10. Vandals do avoid the Bobcats this season, but will play the Grizzlies on the road late September and then host the Aggies in early November.
Any other questions? Yes?
Coach, I just really want to go to a Lobo football game with my brother.
You know what? I think that's something we can do.
Now, for any fans of The Office out there, you might recognize this spoof of Scott's Tots episode that former Idaho football coach Jason Eck did for his new team and community, the New Mexico Lobos. He's spearheading a creative deal this season for the Lobos, covering all kids 12 and under free for UNM home football games. The Lobos don't play any Inland Northwest teams this season, but they do play a bunch of future Pac-12 schools: Boise State, Utah State, Colorado State, and one more state, San Diego State. Eastern Washington and Idaho do have some big schedule news that broke earlier today. The Big Sky Conference dropping all the basketball slates for the men and women's team. Eastern dropping their entire schedule for both sides. Men got some big games against Big 12 teams, Utah, BYU, and Colorado on the road, plus a game at Idaho to start off conference play. Eagle women playing at Wazoo and Gonzaga, plus opening the Big Sky slate, hosting Idaho. Now, for those Vandals, the women released their entire schedule too, including opening the season at the Cougs and then playing a midseason tournament in Irvine, California. But the men's Vandals only releasing their conference schedule so far. Interestingly, they opened conference play with 3 straight at home. And huge news from the NCAA today. The men's and women's basketball tournaments will not expand for the 2026 season. They will stick at 68 teams. This news comes after the SEC and Big Ten commissioners have pushed a lot for expansion, wanting weaker power conference bubble teams to make the tournament to help out their own conferences. Critics say this would dilute the talent in the overall pool and lessen opportunities for better mid-major teams, and expansion remains possible for the 2027 tournament and beyond. And I, for one, I'm pretty thrilled with the news today. If anything, I'd be in favor of a smaller tournament, down to 64, more teams, not the answer, because it just adds in the sort of 500, kind of like those teams that don't do too hot. It's not good.
We don't need the 8th and 9th best teams in the big conferences. We like, seeing those upsets with the little guys. All right, we'll be right back.
You are not going to believe where GMA is taking you.
Tomorrow, come along with Robin on a stunning adventure deep into the beauty of Rwanda in search of...
We are moments away from seeing the endangered mountain gorilla.
Oh my God. Only on GMA.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. This is your community, and your stories deserve to be heard. At 4 News Now, we're here to listen, connect, and bring you the news that truly matters. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
A penny saved is a lifetime earned. Numerica Credit Union. Money where it matters.
These were my great-grandpappy's glasses. And now they're yours, son.
Why can't I just get my own?
2 pairs of glasses and a free eye exam for $79, all same day.
Yeah, I want my own.
Stanton Optical. Easy's our thing.
92.9 CCU.
You'll find American Pride countywide at the Sanders County Fair and Rodeo in Plains, Montana, Labor Day weekend. August 28th, 29th, and 30th, come out for awesome PRCA rodeo and youth mutton busting action, announced by the legendary Bob Tallman. Each night of the rodeo is followed by music concerts in the arena featuring Tanner Laws, Kelly Hughes, and local community bands. And don't miss the carnage in the Clark Fork Demo Derby when it rumbles in the arena August 31st. Get tickets today. Visit SandersCountyFair.com, stop by the fair office, or see us on Facebook, and we'll see you at the Sanders County Fair and Rodeo in Plains.
Yeah, AAA. My hoopty is down, man. Broke down.
Oh, your hoopty. Yeah, we got a truck on the way.
My hoopty rolling, tailpipe dragging, heat don't work, and my...
With the best service, quality, and prices, Stanton Optical is the best value in eye care. To help you remember, I made this cheer. V value. A, awesome value. L, lots of value. U, get 2 pairs of free eye exam and anti-glare lenses for only $79.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
Nice day tomorrow, 82 for a high, a little below average. Here we are in the hottest time of the year, but it really doesn't get hot until the second half of the weekend and early next week.
All right. Hey, today is National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day. Did you know that? To celebrate, Insomnia Cookies is giving away a free chocolate chunk cookie with any purchase, either in-store or for delivery. Now, we visited the store on Division Street tonight and got some of our cookies of our own. If Jack wants to maybe open the box and tilt it forward there for you to see. If this is making you crave a little late night snack, they are open for about 25 more minutes until midnight if you want to hustle on over.
Those look beautiful.
I volunteered myself for cookie duty. So I'll be having some.
All right. Now you got a little less than 25 minutes, so get on over there. Thanks for being with us here on Nightside. We'll see you tomorrow.